You look stressed.
Been living hard.
Hey, this is Derrick Broze with The Conscious Resistance. I'm here in Austin, Texas. Brave New Books, talking with Mr. Cody Wilson of Defense Distributed. How you doing, brother? We were just listening to you speak about the various aspects of Ghost Gunner and also touched on a little bit of the dark wallet. My question for you today is just your ideas, your philosophy on how we could take what Bitcoin did for not only currency but the blockchain technology did for decentralization and is going to do for a number of other industries. In what ways do you think the dark wallet could influence warfare, specifically to in regards to crowdfunding, anonymously crowdfunding, say hired assassins, or taking out people, theorizing that they could take out the elite with this? Or something like that. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts. So this is Jim Bell's assassination politics. Often when libertarians discover assassination politics, they get euphoric. Oh my goodness, dark pool Bitcoin markets to like assassinate people. Well, we have plenty of assassination markets now, like in Pakistan, for example. And it's foolish to think that the libertarians win when they begin using assassination markets, because like I promise you, they will work. But our enemy is much more resourced and capitalized than we are, much better insider trading, and so they can skew the event curve toward their own ends for a long time, especially as we're waiting on Bitcoin to enact this large transfer of wealth that we're all saying is coming. And I'm pessimistic on that as well. So look, the terroristic hypothesis and evil as a form tell me, no, there's no reason to get euphoric about assassination markets in Bitcoin right now. Will they work? Yes, they'll work against you. That's really, I'm not trying to be moralistic. It's an easy way for, we know the FBI uses grunts all the time to do its dirty work. Brave New Books itself was going to be firebombed, if you're to believe some of the potential testimony. Very easy to pay people with the resources of these large nation states, the legacy power, to get a lot of dirty work done. It's not going to be like a pure good thing, and maybe that's my insight. Good and evil rise together, not good and evil as like just raw violence, but just as like ideas, as forms. There's no reason to think that there's just a pure libertarians one, status quo zero on assassination markets. No, it's much murkier and much bloodier than
So
that.
maybe the Bitcoin-minded, the libertarian-minded are thinking too much, too centric in their view, and thinking this is only going to benefit them.
I like that you said Bitcoin-minded, because like I have a real despair right now for the libertarian and Bitcoin, the Bitcoin-minded, because they've almost jettisoned all other analysis, and now we're just seeing things in terms of Bitcoin and this like euphoric day. Everything that's happened in Bitcoin since San Jose has been a capitulation, a letdown, a total putting on the suit and tie for the legacy bankers, and I've seen no authentic revolutionary projects in Bitcoin. Anywhere close to the mainstream, the Bay Area, in venture, everyone is bending over, and it doesn't bode well. And if that's the same trajectory that event marketplaces take on, we have nothing to look forward to.
Absolutely. So you're saying that basically with people within the Bitcoin field,
I'm saying everyone in Bitcoin, including myself, right? I'll include myself. Everyone in Bitcoin are the worst kind of hucksters and characters you've ever seen. They have nothing better to do. They couldn't make it in traditional banking, and now they're here fucking it up for the rest of us.
So you don't, I mean, obviously it's not a very optimistic view for where Bitcoin is headed.
There's no reason for optimism.
Okay.
There's only reason for like playing the game. Understand the stakes, play the game, all right? If you know the rules, you can play, but the rules are being completely ignored by the people in Bitcoin right now. All in favor of this euphoric onboarding, mainstreaming, hold the Bitcoin, get people to use it, get grandma to use it. There's no care for the user, there's no care for anonymity, no care for privacy.
So mainstreaming of Bitcoin is destroying what is essentially an anonymous tool that could be used.
But not for these reasons. I'm not trying to be like some hipster saying, oh, we had Bitcoin and it was our thing and now everybody else has got it and that's ruined it. No, it's like an active, intentional, like pick your worst character in Bitcoin. I mean, where do you even begin? David Johnson, you know. Pick your character. They're actively diverting mindshare, power, resources into projects that aren't promoting the liberty end that they ostensibly represent. Dark Wallet can't get funding. No Bitcoin privacy project that I'm aware of that is like actually determined to give you the kinds of things that everyone's saying is coming, is coming, is coming. None of those have funding, and in fact, they're all on watch lists and run around like the criminalized human beings that they are.
Is there any hope in your view for a new or an already existing altcoin to take that role?
No, there's not. I subscribe to the beliefs of the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute. You've got to play this game with Bitcoin. When's the last time you even looked at Litecoin prices?
Yeah.
Oh, how many Mastercoin you got, brother? You know, that's ridiculous. You've got to play the game with this cryptocurrency because this is where the game is now. Don't take the rules of some other game. That's escapism. Play with Bitcoin. No one's willing to play. Everyone's just throwing down with New York or running as fast as they can to the Bay because they can finally be in a startup.
Absolutely. So not a very optimistic view, and I imagine.
No,
for
Bitcoin
most of the
libertarians
people,
are ridiculous.
Exactly. Most of the people
Tell
are
me
used to
about
carrying
Bitcoin,
a more optimistic view of that. You don't believe a transfer of wealth. You don't believe.
No, I think there could be a transfer of wealth. Hey, don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
All right. Plenty of things can get in the way of a perfect plan on paper.
Absolutely. Anything else as far as what you think that your role is to play in this bigger movement, and not only of like with Ghost Runner, but cryptography, cryptocurrency? Where do you see yourself fitting in amidst this?
Trying to help Amir, just trying to help Amir, rehabilitate Amir. And they've got a good thing going with Dark Wall. We want to keep it going. Helping people who have the actual power and intimate knowledge of Bitcoin to do great things in Bitcoin. I like the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute, but I'm telling you, man, it's like an island. And even the people who claim to be our allies represent themselves to the public as liberal Democrats. There's no help. And every day I see editorials on Financial Times and other places like, well, Bitcoin wasn't going to be the revolution, but it will sure revolutionize banks. And everyone can pay lip service to that ideal and say they're paying lip service to it, but they're actively implementing it and not doing the thing that they think that they're doing.
So at this point, you'd say that the Bitcoin movement per se is co-opted already.
Yeah,
like
co-opt is a great word, but more like the freedom fighters. Man, I'm even trying not to be this myself, but like, are the agents of their own corruption? Aren't even aware of it, and it begins to align with a familiar libertarian refrain, like, well, the revolution is coming, it's coming. Yeah, history needs a little help sometimes.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, man.
Cool.